I'm in the charming and quintessentially English little town of Stroud, right in the heart of the Cotswolds in Gloucestershire, England. And this is a rather delightful place. I'm in a churchyard actually of St Lawrence's Church. See the spire there? There's been a church on this site since the 1300s, but the spire there is the only original part dating from about the 1360s. But there's many interesting things about Stroud. It's all very charming and nice, a bit of a tourist centre here now. But it is famous for a few things. First of all, it went through many changes. It was very important for the textile industry. And we talk about riots in this day and age. But the Stroud Water riots, they took place here in, what year was it now? 1825, when the textile workers all rose up against poor, destitute wages, and it was all considered to be very outrageous at the time. They rose up against their employers, about 60,000 of them from all surrounding areas of Gloucestershire. And they acted rather violently. Any strike breakers or bosses who complained, they were thrown into the local ponds. People were beaten up, all sorts of things. It didn't really get anywhere. They didn't get any results, the action of the strike. But it was very significant. And they all basically went back to work. And it is considered to be, those Stroud Water riots, the first real meaningful trade union, if you like, beginnings of trade union actions. But the other very interesting thing about Stroud, I've been trying to find the grave, the tombstone of Lieutenant Joseph Delmont, Lieutenant Joseph Delmont, who in 1807, he was only 21 years old, he was on a recruiting drive here to raise troops for the Napoleonic Wars. And he had an argument with a fellow officer called Ben Hazel when they were out walking, and they actually ended up having a duel, and Delmont was actually killed in a duel. Not killed outright, he was actually shot in the back because he was shot before he had a chance to turn, and he might have survived except for the nurse treating him actually gave him a toxic medicine that was meant for the outside of his body, but she gave it to him internally, and he basically died from that more than the gunshot wound. But the most notable thing about that duel was it is largely regarded, and probably is, the last recorded duel, traditional style duel, that took place in Great Britain. So that was 1807. So there you are. Stroud has quite a colourful history.